How to repair flopping windshield wipers and replace wiper linkage on 1998 to 2002 Honda Accord automobiles. In this video, I'll show how to repair flopping windshield wipers on 1998 to 2002 Honda Accord automobiles. Specifically, we will show how to replace a wiper linkage rod. In brief, the cause of wiper slop, lost motion, and flopping is a worn-out nylon bushing at the motor end of this linkage rod. This is a very common problem with the Accord, and most Accords of this model will experience the wiper problem after 8 to 10 years. Unfortunately, you can't buy just the nylon bushing from Honda. Instead, you must buy the linkage rod, and this will cost about $30. You might be able to buy aftermarket nylon bushings from somebody like Dorman. If you go to the dealer for the repair, you will pay about $400. Replacing the rod is not too difficult. It takes about an hour. For tools, all you need is a 14mm wrench to remove the wiper nuts, a small screwdriver, a pry bar, and a small C-clamp. You probably do not need to buy the whole linkage assembly shown here. Instead, just buy the one linkage rod shown here. Here's the procedure. First, note the position of the wipers and remove the wipers by removing the 14mm nut that secures each wiper. When you reinstall these wipers, they will need to go back onto the spline exactly where they came off. Step 2. Next, remove the 3 pushpin plastic fasteners that secure the wiper cowl grill. One fastener is in the middle, another is at each far end. Step 3. Next, remove the rubber strip from the front edge of the cowl grill. To do this, it's best to push the plastic pins up from the underside. Step 4. Next, pry along the edges of the cowl grill to loosen the grill. Step 5. Once loose, remove the grill to expose the wiper motor and linkage mechanism. You will likely see that the slop problem is caused by a worn-out nylon bushing that attaches to the motor crank arm. Step 6. Remove the wiper linkage rod from the motor crank arm and remove the other end of the link also. You may need a small pry bar to pop the nylon bushing off of the spherical pin. Try not to rotate the motor crank arm, as this could affect the wiper positions. Don't worry, you can always readjust the wipers to a new spline position if the wipers are biased too far left or right after the job is complete. Clean up the pins and pop the new wiper linkage rod onto the pins. I used a small C-clamp to press the bushings onto the spherical pins. Reinstall the cowl, the rubber strip, and the wiper arms. Wet the windshield and test the wipers. Hopefully their movement is properly centered. If the path is too far left or right, reposition accordingly to a new spline position.